Everybody, Brian back here with another Kaspa update. All right, wanted to take a look at this chart today. We're having a little bit of price action out there, which is finally nice to see. Okay, if we go over here on CoinMarketCap, over the last 24 hours, we're up 27% in volume for Kaspa, $21,174,000. So, seeing some buyers come in here. Look at this over here. Some of these comments, and I'm not. Kaspa has no long-term future. It has no use case and solves nothing. Zero problems doesn't solve. Might as well go to the casino and stick everything on red or black. Wow, that's crazy. People are. ETH is, in my opinion, the future of the space. The rest is just a way to get wrecked. Wow, that's what happens when you don't do any kind of. Digging into any kind of coin. You just, that's a troll right there is what that is. That's crazy to even say that. But anyway, geez, I wish I could screenshot that and send that to that person in a year. What a crazy thing to say. Somebody says like that, something like that has no idea of what they're even talking about. That's insane. Anyway, we move down through here. That's all the time we're going to give that person. Circulating supply still at 20 billion. Maximum supply. Let's go down through here. All right. We're down 21% from the all-time high of 5 cents. All right. Now, if we move along here, I want to show you guys a couple things. Bitcoin dominance. This thing could be coming down and finishing this C leg. For the daily, it is rolling over. The daily RSI is just starting up, but you can see the 12 is still on its way up. The 8 is rolling over. This thing is very, very oversold down here, though, too. Let me get back to that daily. It's still pretty low down there. That's crazy. But the weekly's just about reset, but the monthly's the one rolling over. I'm only expecting this thing to pull down to that 48.6, and then we'll have to take a look at it after that and see what happens. But that's what I'm expecting here, that C leg to finish out. And after it does, we'll take another look at that. But Bitcoin's up $427. What do you know? Look at this pop today. Finally, it's doing something here. And on the daily chart, if you're looking for a bullish case for this thing, you could call this a double bottom in here. But we'll have to see what happens first. It's going to have to regain that $29,000 up there to have any kind of bullish case here. And it has not taken out this low over here. We talked about that yesterday. This low right here, if it takes out 24, what is that, 24,750, then that's going to make a lower low. Okay, that we don't want to see. Ethereum has done that, unfortunately. It made a lower high and a lower low, but Bitcoin has not. Now the daily RSI is just heading up for Bitcoin. The 12-hour is still heading up, and the 8 is at a 198. So we'll see. It's trying to gain back, what is this here, 26,640. It's running up against resistance there right now. If we zoom in on there, you can see it needs to flip that back into support right here. So that's the next major step for Bitcoin, getting this area back. So we'll just have to play it a step at a time to see what happens with this thing. Hopefully we get some bullishness. I'm thinking, worst case scenario, this thing comes up here and gets rejected here and again rolls over. But what we want to see happen, obviously, is this thing bust back up here and get that 29,000 back. That's what we want to see. But is it going to happen? I have no idea. We'll just have to see what happens here. We finally got a little bit of volume. Let's look at the daily. A little bit. What is that? 11,000 Bitcoin, bought in this green candle here. So it's a start anyway. The Dow Jones, it's up $150. It's holding this yellow line so far. That's kind of line in the sand with this thing. I put this on here yesterday. I don't know if I covered it in my cost per video, but 34,265. That if it loses that, then we got big troubles. But it's definitely holding on. The daily's just coming up. The 12-hour is just coming up. And all the RSIs are pretty low on this thing, and we're looking for a pretty decent pop on that. The Dixie, it's minus 0.21%. Look how crazy these trend lines work. I'm telling you, it's nuts. Look at that. It peaked its head above that line, but now it's back below it, and the daily RSI is rolling over on that DXY. So we've been keeping an eye on that thing. Gold's getting a little bit of a pop here. It's up $20, but can't go straight down. Yeah, it has to. You can see here it goes down and up, but still wait for that C leg to play out down here at $1,800. Now let's take a look at Kaspa here. I had somebody comment about a head and shoulders yesterday. I can see that, I guess, you could call that a shoulder. You could call that a shoulder, a head, absolutely. I could see that in there. But I was more or less looking at the bull flag here, or, falling channel more than any kind of head and shoulders, so we'll see what happens. You can almost you could have picked the head and shoulders out right here, technically, if you zoom in on that, especially on probably a 12-hour. Yeah, there you go. You could have said the same thing about this: shoulder, head, and see what happened there. So head and shoulders are kind of, but a lot of times they do work out. Then you got your times they don't either. If you're looking at it and you want to do it, but this technically is quite a bit higher than this left shoulder over here. So anyway, I'm not looking at that. I really, my personal opinion, it doesn't really apply here. It just. If I was going to call head and shoulders anywhere on this thing, I would have called it right up here, right here, shoulder. These two are equal height and length, and a head right there. And if that did play out, it hit its price target down there. So that's my opinion. That personally, everybody's got their own opinion, but I don't see one forming way out here. And right up here, I could have, yeah. We also had that ABC come in there, so I think that's done. We got the daily RSI on this thing at 32 and a 31. You can see it trying to pinch over there, so gonna have to. I would like to see that heading up at more of a slope and not rolling over a little bit there. We have regained that 0.04 area. We zoom in on the hour. I'll show you here. You can see right there, we have regained that. Okay, you can see back through here, support. It was resistance down here. We have regained that area. The 1 hour RSI is at the top. The 4 hour is just starting up. The 8 hour is just turning up. You can see it right here. It's curving right back up. See that? So that is good. The 12 hour is coming down, but on the regular RSI down there, you can see it's curving up. So I expect this to start curving back up, and our dailies just started up. So this thing, possibility, it could start taking off from here. The main, if we're putting any kind of resistance lines on here, right there, there it would be, so it's going to have to break 0.0414. I'll call it, because you can see, if you pull this, let me unlock this a second. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. But if you put a line right here, a support or resistance line, right there, okay, you can see it came up and hit that perfectly. So 0.0415, call it that. That would get a breakout of this resistance right here. Do we have any kind of fallen wedge in there or anything? Let me take a look here. Not really. Wouldn't call it anything like that. No, almost. That would have been over here if this wick wouldn't be down there. Could have been a fake out down there too. I don't know. Kind of. I don't want to force fit it though, you know what I'm saying? So watch for the 0.0412. If we can retake that area first, okay, and flip this into support, that's our start of our way up out of here. But these RSIs are looking good. The 4 hours just starting up. That 8 pretty low down here, just starting up on the stochastic. The 12 still low down here to 46. Expect to see this curving start to curve back up, and that daily just started up. So we'll keep an eye on this as we go here, guys. This could be a 1-2, a 5 wave up started here. This could be your 1-2, right. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, 1, 2. That'll be our third wave coming up, 4 or 5. If that's what we're doing, we'll have to keep an eye on price. Like I said, that first area to retake is at 0.0412. We need to flip that into support. That will give us a breakout of this this resistance line right there. Okay. Worst case scenario, like yesterday's video, we double bottom here. We get rejected here in this thing. Let me open this up. There we go. Like a bigger screen so you guys can see what's going on here. Talked about a double bottom. This one here. Worst case, we get rejected here. We come down, double bottom, and get out of here. That's kind of what I would like to see. I'd like to see all them RSIs down. That's perfectly fine with me to pull down to 0.0364, double bottom here, and then have all the momentum pushing up. So, alright guys, thank you very, very much. I don't know if I'll get a video out today. That's why I wanted to get one out today. We had some price action going on, so I wanted to get that out, especially with Bitcoin starting to move. The crypto bubbles. There you go. That's for the day. Wow. It's amazing what Bitcoin can do for the market. That's why I have to cover it every video, because this is what happens when Bitcoin moves. Everything goes. Alright guys, thank you so very, very much. Everybody have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.